Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Plan B Success. Today, I'm going to talk about the promise of adversity. You might be puzzled at what promise could an adversity hold. Well, you'll find out soon enough. I'd like to relate a couple of stories. Powerful stories that talk about challenges and the reason you need to embrace challenges instead of avoiding them in order for the best in you to come out, in order for you to strengthen your skills, your confidence, and finally embrace your success. Adversity can make you stronger if you let it make you stronger, not by shunning it, not by moving away from it. So here's a story, pretty powerful story. A kid was roaming around in a park one day and he happened to see a cocoon on a leaf on a tree nearby. So he waited because he saw the cocoon moving to see what was happening. And he saw a really slim crack in the cocoon and that something was trying to come out. He knew that it was a butterfly that was trying to come out after having gone through its metamorphosis from being a caterpillar. And he just waited there sitting under the shade of the tree and watching patiently. And it was about an hour or so and the butterfly was struggling to get out of that cocoon through that small crack. And no matter how hard it tried, it felt like it was making very little progress. And the gap was as little as before and there was no action happening in terms of the butterfly coming out. The boy thought for a moment and decided to help the butterfly. So he sat there and watched for another 10 minutes and he still saw that the butterfly was struggling. And finally, he took a small stick from the ground and went and cracked open the gap a little further in the cocoon. The butterfly immediately got out as soon as the cocoon was open. But its body was weak and feeble, and its wings were barely moving, so it fell straight to the ground. The boy continued to watch that butterfly, thinking, well, it's going to open up its wings any moment and fly now. But nothing like that happened. He was a little hesitant to touch the butterfly lest he damage it or destroy it, but he kept watching, waiting for it to spread its wings. With a weak body, the wings that weren't spread, the butterfly dragged itself around a little bit, but was unable to fly. The boy did not understand why. He went back home and he asked his mom about what he just saw, and his mom told him something that remained with him for his entire life. She said, that narrow gap in the cocoon was necessary for the butterfly. It needed to come out itself. There was a reason for it to struggle to come out, because if it did come out by itself, then that would have given it a chance to allow for its body to become stronger, for it to spread its wings, really strong wings, and then fly out. Life has forced the butterfly to leave its shell in such a manner, by struggling out, becoming strong in the process, and then flying for the rest of its life. It would have become stronger and would have been able to grow and develop had it done it itself and not without the help of the boy. The boy learned from this that he should have just avoided helping that butterfly in order for it to have a sustainable, healthy life. The same goes for us. If we are allowed to live without meeting challenges or difficulties, think about it. We would never be strong enough. We would never know what our true potential is. Life throws challenges at us to make us stronger, not the other way around. So next time you're faced with a challenge, will you fight it out and come out successful, or will you give up and sink? That's the choice you have. And if you fight it out, the character in you, the skill set in you is going to come out, make you that much more stronger, and new opportunities will unfold themselves before you in order for you to be successful. That's the moral of this story. That's what we got to carry from this. So any challenge, big or small, is there for a reason when it shows up in front of you. And it's for you to embrace it, tackle it, and come out successful. Not look for help around and come out weak. There's another story that I do want to talk about, and this is a real life story. And I think you've heard of this time and again, but it's good to go back and look at this. There was a friend of mine who had a regular checkup, a physical checkup like every other year, and decided to go to the doctor and get his checkup done. He did do it, but came back finding out that he had stage 4 cancer. He could have succumbed to the disease, he could have been totally dismayed and given up, but that's not what he did. He had a life to look forward to, he had a family to look forward to, so he decided that he was going to fight it out. And fight it out he did, but more importantly, he just didn't rely on the doctors and the medical system to help him. He started doing his own research as well. And as a part of the research, he came across a lot of natural remedies for his situation. And although they may not be touted by the medical community, since they were natural, he decided to try them out. And that's what helped him come out of his disease. And as a result, he not only reigned supreme over his disease, but collected so much knowledge that he decided to turn that into a series of self-help books, as well as a wellness website, which is thriving wonderfully right now. So that's what you get when you take challenges head on and not give up and succumb to them. So any challenge that's thrown at you, including the current one that we're in right now, you know how to tackle it, you know what to do, take one day at a time, manage it one day at a time, and you will come out successful and triumphant. That's the promise of adversities. That's the promise of this particular adversity to all of us as well. It's up to us how we take these challenges and convert it into success that we can be proud of, character that we can be proud of, and become better humans. Hey, I hope you liked that episode. Please do make sure to subscribe to Plan B Success Podcast so that you can get alerts about these episodes coming out 3 times a week. You get to hear an inspiring interview and some inspiring talk that will move the needle for you on your way to success. Thank you very much.